Well, hello, beautiful, and good morning, handsome. Happy Sunday. I pray you all are having an amazing day. So, I wanted to share something. Every day I ask my son, how's your mental health? Is there anything I can do to make your day better? Um, what are you grateful for? And is there anything I need to apologize for? And this allows me to know where he's at mentally and emotionally, and allow me to understand what it is that I'm withholding or what it is that I'm doing right, because I need to assess who I am as a woman, but also analyze who I am as a mother. And if I'm inflicting childhood trauma and things that are negative onto him that are truly hindering his growth. As a woman, I am a nurturer. I understand I am the incubator for his potential, his purpose, his innocence and his purity, but I'm also the one who waters it. And oftentimes I seed into that part of him as well. I have to understand that it's important to allow myself to have a village, to have men who seed into him. And from there, I water what they're seeding, and to allow people to know, like, he went through a phase where he was anxious all the time. He wouldn't talk. He was extremely shy in school. So I told the men who I knew truly cared about me and cared about him, when he's talking to you, please tell him to look you in your eye, because he's important and you love to hear him speak and you want to know what it is he has to say. He heard that so much that he began to speak up in school. Not even 30 days later, he took control of their science portion. He taught astronomy in class. He taught them all about biogenetics. Like, he just went crazy, right? Because he was retaining all this information, but he wasn't sharing it. And I wanted him to understand that he has the power to command respect and attention everywhere he goes through his action. And his action is being a confident man, walking in humility, and allowing himself and giving himself permission to be great, to be excellent. And I've been telling him there's nothing average about you. Average is reciprocal to sitting on top of the bottom, and that ain't what we do in this family, not in this house. But I also give him room to correct me. And there has been times where he sat and told me, for instance, I refuse to receive that. And he will walk off, and he know he can walk off, and he'll shut the door to his little man cave. I turned one of our rooms into his little man cave, and it allows me to go back in my room and reflect and correct, or into my woman space, my feminine space, and to self-reflect and correct myself. What made me start to speak that way? And what is it that I'm apologizing for before I even go up there and apologize? Because that is him allowing me to see that there is still something within you that needs to be healed. But also, don't just apologize to me any kind of way. I need you to know why you're apologizing, so it doesn't happen again, because an apology is corrected behavior. Sorry is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a changed outcome, or for people to just automatically forgive you. And I'm not a sorry person. There's nothing sorry about me. But I do extend apologies, and sometimes it may take me a couple of days to give him that apology, because I may not realize what it was that I did in that moment, but I'll sit with it. And then he gives me that grace to sit with it. And he says, I love you, but you have to change. And he'll tell me, I love you, but you have to change, because what you said or didn't make me feel loved in that moment. And my son and I have a really, really special bond. And I love it and I enjoy it. And I pray that for other children. I pray that they have that too. And I still have a long way to go as a mom, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to heal. And I'm willing to continuously evolve, not only for his sake, but for mine as well. Because I don't want him passing down what was passed to me. And like, we study epigenetics together, and just different things like that. And he's the one that told me, when I said, do you want me to go to this doctor? He said, I want you to do it naturally. And he was like, Mom, what does a sore do when you fall and you hurt yourself? And I said, it heals over time. He said, that's what the body does. And he said, we got to trust our body to heal, right? That's what we listen to in the car. That's what we do. And so it's just amazing who your children show you they are when you give them the freedom and the space to expand and not to shrink and not to be little or to play small, but to allow themselves to be the giant they are. He was created by a God, a beautiful God. So he has a God-sized purpose. He has God-sized potential. And he has God-sized power. And I realized that as a mom, I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. I bring forth what's inside. God has entrusted me with this human, with his human. And it's my job to help him become the best version of himself that he wants to be on any given day. What that look like throughout each day may change, but I have to be willing to allow him to show me who he is on any given day and release my expectations of what he should be, as long as he's walking in respect, honor, and integrity, and love. And us understanding that, to seed into him that you are what you want to see in the world, meaning you have the power to be the love you want to see in the world. Love is powerful, and the only thing that can exist in the presence of love is love. Everything else will begin to yield in the presence of love. And if you want to see more love, project more love. But if you see the opposite, that means that what's around you is fear driven, and you have to ask yourself, are you being fear driven? So it's a lot that we've been doing as mother and son, and I just wanted to put this out there, and I pray you all have a blessed day.